Next one, Mirai Nikki.
Ooh. Ooh.
The Future Diary. Does everyone know about this one? Does everyone watching know?
I genuinely wonder how many modern anime fans know Mirai Nikki.
They know.
You reckon?
You think they know? Because all the generations, this is burned into our fucking retinas.
Gooning never ages, guys. Let's be real here.
So
Being attracted to crazy people of the opposite sex, that never ages.
was she like the most iconic yandere of all time?
In terms of iconically, yeah, I would say
Is
so.
there a more iconic yandere?
I don't think she's the best yandere in anime.
She's
but
the most iconic.
She's definitely the most iconic.
Yeah,
And
she definitely popularized it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because not only does she literally murder so many fucking people,
yeah,
she also fucks.
Oh yeah, she
She
does.
fucks
She does
in the
fuck.
show.
Yeah.
she does fuck.
She gets the fucking dick she wants.
Yeah.
Wait, doesn't that disprove your point that you made earlier about fucking?
Dude, yeah, does Gasai's sexuality points go down because she fucks?
Because I think she's fucking psycho. So that's-
Yeah, but a lot of people love that shit, dude. That's the whole reason why yandere characters got popular afterwards.
I think like, and I obviously when I made that point earlier, I'm not in that boat, but I definitely get the sense that a lot of guys out there, if there's like a girl that's like kind of attractive in an anime, the moment they have sex, that when they're not like fucking batshit insane, they're like, to the side you go. I'm done playing with you now.
You reckon?
I think so.
I reckon it depends on the show.
Yeah, I think it depends on the show.
True.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a fucking idol show, for example, yeah, of course. It's,
So we should probably
they look at a guy.
Yeah.
we should like super briefly, maybe just explain the show, just so that people who maybe don't know.
Okay. So Mirai, God, it's been a while since.
so
I've watched
imagine
this show.
Fortnite.
There's a battle royale.
It's Fortnite, but if they all had mobile phones as weapons,
They're all texted into the battle royale.
They're all
And
texted
then they all
in.
get summoned,
Yeah,
and she isn't summoned.
I don't fucking remember the plot of
I
this.
don't remember.
Isn't she just obsessed with him and she's helping him? She wasn't
Yeah.
summoned, was she?
There's
Or was
this
she
weird.
summoned too?
No, there's this weird subplot.
Can we Google it? The plot? No,
There's
no,
this
I don't
weird
know.
subplot I remember where Yuno is like,
She's like not part of it, right?
she's like a demigod or some
Yeah.
shit. I think, right?
12 individuals who are thrust into a deadly 90-day survival game by the god of time, Deus Ex Machina. Contestants must use magical cell phones, future diaries, that predict upcoming events based on their habits to eliminate one another. The last survivor will succeed God and prevent the apocalypse.
Yes.
The story centers on a lonesome introvert junior high school named Yuki. Yuki spends his time documenting his surroundings in his cell phone diary and conversing with his imaginary friend. Deus Ex Machina, Deus is eventually revealed to be real and forces Yuki to become the future diary holder. Yuki's diary records events entirely from his perspective because it lacks self-awareness. He is an easy target for the other competitors.
Yeah.
The survivor relies entirely on teaming up with his classmate, Gasai. The second diary holder, possesses the love diary, which tracks all of Yuki's movements in the future.
That's right.
While she presents
No. I think I remember. Yuno was the winner of the previous games,
Oh, is it
wasn't
like
it? Something like
revealed?
that.
Oh, interesting.
She was the winner of the previous games who decided to like get resummoned as like a demigod or something, and she was just like, yeah, I'll do it again. Or something like that. I remember there was some kind of plot
Either
twist
way,
like
she's
that.
fucking batshit insane.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's a killing machine.
Basically,
somehow.
she's head over heels for Yuki, and
She's
it's
John
just
Wick.
like, I will kill anybody and everybody for Yuki, and she does.
Yeah.
And that made her one of the most desired anime characters of that year and subsequent years afterwards.
I have this weird memory of her fighting an eyeball.
Yeah, I remember that
the
as
eyeball
well.
guy.
The
She
eyeball-
cuts her in half with the axe.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
eyeball guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, obviously the big moment is that she gets him and she fucks him.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
So she's like, "You'll never leave me. I'm gonna fuck you." now."
And he's just like, bet.
I think it's because he finally gives up. He like finally stops fighting her.
Yeah.
He's like, "Fine."
Well, I think it was also, admittedly was also just like, if I say no to her, I might die.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
he realizes that
You know?
too.
So he was kind of put into this like Stockholm syndrome almost of being
Yeah.
like, all right, I guess.
For real.
I guess we can
he's
fly.
Anyway.
he's like, I might die, but she kind of hot though.
Yeah, she's-
damn, she crazy, but damn.
Damn. Giat!
Yeah, this show had staying power. This show was very popular.
It
And-
was
And
incredibly
only
popular.
I feel like in the last couple of years do I not hear about it ever, but definitely up until late 2010s, you would hear about the show all the time.
Look, every era of anime fans has that show that appeals to like so hard
True
to
crime girls.
what? You know, we in the era of 14 to 17, we have certain shows that have defined our generation of being something that
yes.
seems mature, but
I'm 14 and this is deep. Shows.
I'm 14 and this is like deep. This is amazing. For me, it was Elfenlied.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Elfenlied was the
Who also had a great yandere character. As
Yes,
well.
yes,
Lucy
as well.
is technically yandere.
also pink hair
Also pink hair
as well.
Yep.
You know, this era, it was like Future Diary that took over for a while. Crazy Girl, you know, got incredibly popular. I'd say the more recent one was probably Kakiguri.
Oh my
You know,
God.
no pink hair, but my God, people are just like, damn, Jabami Yumiko.
I love a crazy bitch.
They do love the crazy.
I love a crazy
Man.
bitch.
What was that other anime that also had the pink haired yandere?
You have to narrow it down.
Google Pinkhead Yonderis.
Happy Sugar Life.
Happy Sugar Life.
You remember that one?
Is this?
I forgot about that.
You remember
one.
Happy Sugar
Yeah.
Life?
Fuck is Happy
It's
Sugar Life?
basically like they were like, what if we took Yuno Gasai and just made the plot a little bit more boring?
See, I would say, okay, this isn't like full on crazy, but still pretty crazy.
Yeah, she was pretty insane.
No, wait. My next example
Uh,
is Darling in the Franxx.
Ah.
02, right? She's not like full on yandere.
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say,
she
is
has
she
that she has that same kind of like
yeah.
like
Yeah.
possessiveness
Yeah.
of like a yandere.
I
you
can see
know?
that. I can
You
see
know,
that.
I'd pink head anime girls ruining teenage boys.
Guys like a girl obsessing over them, and women, I don't know. They like it too. I don't know why.
I can speak from
Yeah, please
I
tell
guess
me.
experience. Is that woman? And I say woman.
Woman.
I don't
Woman.
think
Singular.
I think my woman has a tendency towards crazy men who are also possessive over them, and maybe murder for them.
Well,
you know?
everyone likes someone who obsesses over them.
Yeah,
It's a flattering feeling to have someone, and the idea of someone obsessing over you so much is an attractive feeling
yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Until it happens in real life.
until it
Until-
actually happens.
Until it happens in real life.
And then we just call them stalkers.
And when they are willing to kill for you, it's a lot scarier than it's made
Yeah.
out to be.
yes.
I need a coffee thinking about this.
Has
My
it
God.
aged well though? Is the question.
I'm gonna order our coffees.
Yeah.
Because I'm glad you brought up the whole I'm 14 and this is deep genre, because Mirai Nikki was definitely that, where when I first watched it, when it was airing, I was like, oh my God, this show is so dark, and they finally brought back like a yandere character and all that, and it was dark and it was brooding and it was edgy.
Yeah.
But looking back on it retrospectively, it has a lot of plot holes.
A lot, mate. It's fucking Swiss cheese.
Yeah, the second half is just like nothing but plot holes, and
Yeah.
they just try and cover it up in any way they possibly can
Let's be real here, Joey. This didn't become a cultural phenomenon for its plots.
no, I'm
People
not
tried
arguing
to
that.
make it.
I think because you have to remember, a lot of people who watch this anime, and then people who watch anime at this time, these were during formative years,
yeah,
where the only media most of us were ever exposed to was either like Western cartoons or like some other shows. Like we'd never even seen anything close to this in our lives.
yeah,
Like this was so far out of what was normal that it was so fucking cool and novel. You know?
yeah.
So to a lot of people, this show is like the first time they ever see these types of like tropes or characters in media. Because
It was new,
they
yeah.
shouldn't have been watching it. They were,
Yeah.
they got it on YouTube or Kiss Anime at the time.
Well, that's how I felt watching Elfen Lied for the first time.
Yeah.
same. When
I was
when
like,
got it,
holy shit, I've never seen an anime like this. And then, when I look back on it now, I'm just like, hasn't aged well.
Like, that has not aged
I
well.
think it's just like the level of hyper violence that is really hard to do in live action stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way you'd ever come across it normally.
Yeah.
You get to see this, like people's arms being fucking cut off like that. Like,
I mean, Elfen Lied literally opens with a fucking severed arm on the ground.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So that's how you knew it was like,
Yeah.
oh
Like-
shit, it's one. Do you remember that whole thing of like anime isn't just for kids?
No, I remember that. Yeah, show them the first episode of Elfenlied.
Elfen Lied.
like this shit would blow your mind because you were exposed to it, and obviously
Yeah.
you'd have some strong feelings towards it because you'd have an immense sense of nostalgia that you would give to the show. I mean, I feel nostalgic towards the show in a sense.
Yeah,
Especially Elfenlied,
it's
I'm
funny
very-
because these are the shows where you're like, this is what you send your bros where to prove that anime isn't for kids. And now looking back, I'm like, actually, this is definitely for kids, or at least teenagers.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
This is what kids think is mature.
Yeah, adults don't look at this and being like, yeah, it's very mature
Yeah.
show. Yeah, because another one in that category was fucking Akamega Kill.
Oh, yes. I remember
That was
shit.
another show where like every 14, 15-year-old was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a mature boy.
Yo, everyone dies
Everyone
in the show.
dies in
What
that
the
show.
fuck?
Whoa. And then you watch it, 10 years later and you're like, this show is ass.
Yeah, I love
Dead Man Wonderland.
Dead Man Wonderland
Yeah,
was
I
another
thinking Dead
one.
Man
Yeah.
Wonderland
Yeah.
too. I love Dead Man Wonderland, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's corny as fuck.
It is corny. It is corny.
Do you think, okay, so the story was never good.
Yeah.
The story always had plot holes. Okay,
Sure.
It was interesting enough. The concept was interesting enough that I think that was what drew people into it, and
Yeah.
that's what got me interested.
Yeah.
But that was, as we discussed about the story, it had a lot of problems with it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Yuno Gasai as an icon has aged well? If she came out today
As a yandere icon?
as her as a character, her design. Let's look at the Yuno Gasai.
I think she
design
probably
once again.
would be popular today.
I think so as
I
well.
think so. I think it's the ripe time for a Gasai.
I mean, if there's one thing I can give Mirai Nikki is that it has very good character designs and like just very just kind of unique character designs in that sense as well. Like a Mirai Nikki character when you see it. You
They
know?
would probably just make her look like an Oshinoko character today. That's all they would change. and then it would be a hit. It's true.
reckon?
You know I'm right. They design her like a fucking Oshinoko character.
Yeah.
Boom, sales.
That is true.
You put a banger opening done by Yaosobi. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, if Mirai Nikki came out today,
Yasobi.
1,000,000% it would have a Yoasobi
Or like
opening.
a creepy nuts opening.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
And it would be number one, bro.
100%.
You can already see the formula, bro. Someone's making it.
Yeah.
Do you think she's like too anime for the modern audience? I don't know how to describe this.
No,
You know-
no, I know what you mean. She's got that 2000s look. Too
You
much.
know how she always goes around going, Yuki?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Would that be cringe nowadays, or would
Yeah,
people
it would
like
be
eat that
cringe.
up?
I mean,
Because
it was-
people
I
ate
mean,
that up back in the day.
I mean,
But,
I don't know. It was cringe back then for me.
Joey, let's not pretend that people didn't hear that and they're like,
Oh, no, of course. People back then heard that and be like, God, I wish that was me.
yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. Because I looking at these screenshots, I remember like I only remember the crazy moments, but I also forgot about outside of the crazy moments, she just completely flipped and was just this like cute, innocent anime girl, and I think that was her appeal.
I
right?
think what helps her case is the fact that even though we've had very memorable yandere characters like Yunogasai, like Lucy from Elfen Lied, on the grand scale of things, when you compare it to every other archetype of like the dere archetypes, you can't really think of a lot of yanderes. I feel like yanderes aren't like tsunderes or like kuderes, where it's like every other anime has a character that somewhat or fully fits into that archetype, right? Like you can name a fucking million tsunderes or a million kuderes, but like how many yanderes can you think of?
Well, it's
I can't. If you asked me to name 10 yanderes, I don't think I could.
hard because they're so extreme as characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
can't, you can't have that many of them.
Yeah, right.
But every time there is like a yandere-esque character, it always
Pops off.
yeah, always
I feel.
pops off. People love crazy people, man.
Yeah.
People they know it's a bad idea, but every time there is a crazy anime character, especially like male or female, to be fair.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
This is not by gender. This is both people.
Yeah.
Everyone
regardless
finds,
of the gender.
yeah, everyone finds a crazy person attractive in
Yeah.
fiction, I guess.
Totally.
And hopefully not in real life as well. But, I know a few people that have made a lot of bad decisions in their personal lives before. I don't know. I think crazy will always age well, and I think I think Gasai as a character. I think we are primed for a new yandere.
I think Yunogasai as a character has aged well, but everything else about Mirai Nikki has not aged well. Is
Yeah.
that a fair assumption?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
crazy that you think that we came to the conclusion that Gasai aged well, because I fucking despise her. Man.
I don't
Yeah,
know
my
about
favorite character was the eye patch girl.
Yeah.
Whatever her name was.
But show a 14-year-old Gasai today, and I still think they would have the same
They'll
reaction.
be like, my wife.
yeah.
All right, let's see. All right, has it aged well? The Matrix. That's a great fucking question.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, when was the last time you watched any
Oh my
Matrix
God,
movie?
Like 15 years ago.
Yeah, when did the 4th movie come out? That was
Well, the
Probably the
recent
last-
one was a huge flop.
yeah. I mean, it was shit. I watched that in the fucking cinemas, dude.
You
It was ass.
That's crazy because you don't watch anything in the cinemas.
That's not true. I watched the Mario movie recently.
Yeah, Joey coming in the studio to tell me
Yeah.
about what fucking stinker he watched in the movie, bro. Did you watch Dune?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I watched that twice in the cinemas,
We're
bro.
chill. All right, we're chill.
Come on, bro.
We're chill.
I know ball. Don't worry.
I just want you to have watched one good movie.
I watched lots of good movies in the cinema. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Matrix.
Yes.
I think it has.
I think.
I mean, I think the themes of Matrix have aged well.
Yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
think is the crucial part when we discuss a film.
I
Yeah.
think the reason why it has aged well is because it wasn't accurate to what actually happened in reality. Because I think if it was, you know what I mean?
Yet.
Yet, but
Joey.
I think like in
getting
terms
there.
of the whole idea of Matrix, and I'm just talking about the first movie right now. In terms of the whole idea of Matrix and the kind of vibe that it gave off, like there's because I feel like ever since Matrix came out, not only in like the movie world, but even in like anime and games and stuff like that, there's been so much media that has tried to replicate the vibe of Matrix.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
to
true.
differing successes, right? Some have done it better, some have definitely not done it as good. And I think that in and of itself has really just like shown people just how not only ahead of its time Matrix movies were, but also just how unique it was in its own identity. And I'm thinking about it now, like has there been a movie since or anything since The Matrix that gives off the same vibe as The Matrix and yet does it in a better way?
Which vibe are you talking about?
The whole vibe of just like because like the first Matrix movie was like, for example, just the way it was edited, for instance, is like green as fuck. You know what I mean?
We got Mexico and Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Mexican
You know.
filter.
Okay, well I haven't seen Breaking Bad, so I don't know.
Whenever the scene is in Mexico, it's just yellow.
Oh really? Like a sepia tone?
Yeah, it's just yellow.
Right. Okay.
And I don't know why they do that, but you do know it's in Mexico.
It works, I guess.
Can you show the Breaking Bad Mexican filter? It's kind of become iconic though. Because
Okay,
whenever
yeah,
there's
I've seen this. I've seen this.
An
Yeah,
orange moment in a video game, whatever, you'd be like, Breaking Bad filter Mexico.
Mexico. That's Mexico.
It's the Mexico filter.
That's funny.
But
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I think that for its time, the reason why it was revolutionary was a lot to do with like the technology and filming techniques that they used.
The bullet time.
Yeah, the bullet time was a big talking point as well. That was what got people to, try to watch it because it was visually pushing the boundary. Visually, it doesn't push the boundary anymore. Obviously, VFX have gotten a lot better. But I also think that at its core, it's still a really good fucking story.
Would you categorize Matrix as campy in any way? Because, campiness can be both a positive or a negative depending on the
I
context,
think
right?
maybe in the first film, but I think the second and third film really nail the like vibe of what they're going for a bit more. Whereas the first one, I mean, it looks a little campy today because some of the effects don't look good.
Yeah.
I remember seeing some of the scenes recently and I was like, But, I mean,
Yeah.
you have to take things with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Right.
I still think the story
story's
is really
awesome.
good. The action choreography, especially in the first one, is still really
That
good.
fucking Trinity
Yeah.
fight scene is
Yeah,
still
the Trinity fight
fucking
scene.
awesome.
The one where Neo fights Morpheus in the dojo as well. That's
Yeah.
fucking sick. Just conceptually, I still think it's really cool. Right?
Yeah.
This is what Sword Art Online should have been. It's
Poor Sword Art Online, can't get a break.
Sword Online catching strays, dude. What is this,
Yeah.
2012?
Yeah, it's a sci-fi, and it's very rare to have like a sci-fi where it doesn't feel like it's aged a day, even though technology has progressed. I think that's a very, very hard thing to do. And honestly, in some aspects, it's even more relevant today than it is, back when it came out.
True.
I think it was ahead of its time.
It's like Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah.
Like it somehow got a lot of things right. And I think maybe the uncomfortableness of where technology is going is reflected really well in Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I want to rewatch The Matrix.
Yeah, I want to rewatch it.
We gotta
now.
rewatch it.
Yeah.
I guess, yes, we agree.
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I think it's
Holds
aged.
up.
Yeah, I think it's
Aged
aged
well.
tremendously well. Yeah.
Yeah.